Hi, Malati Vijay Kumar welcoming you once again to Meen Man Cooks. In today's episode, let's see a Vadacurry, a masala vada in gravy. Let's see the ingredients required. Masala vadas around 10 to 12. Coconut milk 2 to 2.5 cups. 1 large tomato cut. A few curry leaves, 1 large onion cut fine, 3 green chilies slit, salt to taste, a teaspoon of Meen Man's curry chili powder, oil for tempering, 1/4 teaspoon turmeric powder, a few star anise, a bay leaf, 4-5 cloves, 2 sticks cinnamon, a tablespoon of ginger garlic paste. For the masala vada recipe, you can click the link above. We just made the vadas. Meen Man and his dad were tempted by it. Since we ground idli batter this morning, they said might as well make a vadacurry with those vadas. So we bring to you the vadacurry recipe. So let's switch on the gas and start the cooking. Let's add some oil, at least a tablespoon of oil to the hot pan. We'll add the whole masalas, the cloves, the star anise, and the cinnamon. Now it's beginning to splutter. We can add the onions, add a pinch of salt to this. We're going to grind it, so we don't want this very brown, just a little of the raw smell to go. We'll add the ginger garlic paste, and the green chilies. Just saute them till the raw smell goes. Then we can switch off the gas and grind it to a fine paste. It's sauteed well, this should do. So let's switch off the gas. So we need to grind it to a fine paste. Let's grind the green chilies first. Now we'll add the onions and ginger garlic paste. Wow. Now we can add a tablespoon of water to it and grind. Don't add too much water at the beginning itself, add little by little. Yeah, that's done. Now we'll go back to the cooking. We'll make the vadacurry in the same pan in which we sauteed the onion, ginger, garlic. We'll add another tablespoon or 2 of oil. You need to be a little generous with your oil in this. And the oil is hot, so we'll add the bay leaves, and the curry leaves. Let it splutter. Once we add the liquid to the pan, all the masala that is stuck to the pan will dissolve in the kurma. I'm adding a little chopped onions, just about a teaspoon. It tastes good when you add a little in excess. This is optional. We'll add just a pinch of salt as well. And now we'll add the tomatoes. Let's add the turmeric powder to the fry pan. After adding the turmeric powder, let's add the Meen curry chili powder. Now let's add the ground masala to the fry pan. The tomatoes are cooked well. We can add the ground paste to it. We added about half a cup of water to the mixer blender jar and rinsed it. Added that water because there's a lot of masala sticking to the mixer grinder. Now we can check the salt and spice. Let's cover and cook for about 5 minutes on sim. So you see here a fully fried vada and a partially fried vada. You could use either or both in your vadacurry. It doesn't make too much of a difference because it's going to cook in the gravy. Since we've deep fried the vadas, I wouldn't call it the healthiest of dishes, but no doubt it is one of the tastiest side dishes for your idlis and dosas. To make a healthier version, the same mixture, you will make a thick pancake and tawa fry it on your dosakal. On both sides cook it, allow it to cool a little and break it up into bite-sized pieces and add it to the gravy. A much healthier version is the same vada mixture. You place them in the idli tray, steam it as you would steam your idlis, and then allow it to cool a little, cut it into smaller than bite-sized pieces and drop it in your gravy. But this would be the best vadacurry. Let's open and see. The raw smell is yet to go. Needs to cook a little longer. Initially, a little of the onion ginger garlic mixture was sticking to the pan along with the oil. Now I showed you that there's absolutely nothing sticking to the pan. Everything has been incorporated into the gravy. Now it's cooked well. We can add the coconut milk. Your coconut milk need not be very thick. Your second milk also can be included in this because to extract coconut milk, to learn how to do it, click the link above. And because once we add the vadas will absorb the gravy and thicken it further. So it's better your gravy is a little more on the dilute side. Now let's just test, see if the salt and spice is a perfect balance. I'm generally not in the habit of testing. I'll do it today. Definitely needs salt. This is not a very spicy gravy dish, so you could always test it before adding the coconut milk. If the salt and spice are a wee bit on the higher side, once we add the coconut milk, it will balance out. The vadas anyhow has its own salt and spice, so the gravy is boiling well at the center. It's time to break up our vadas into tinier bits and add to the boiling hot gravy. So now let's add the vadas. It smells really good. Let it thicken a little. When it cools, it becomes much thicker. It's always better to break the vadas into smaller pieces and add to the gravy so that all the pieces are perfectly cooked. If we drop the whole vadas, they do absorb the gravy, but it wouldn't taste as good as the broken vadas. You don't have to overload it with all the vadas, just a few because you want the gravy as well. In fact, this recipe I learned from one Padma Pati. Her grandson used to work in my office. She was really good at this recipe. One tip she gave was just before switching off the gas to add a spoon or two of the oil in which we fried the vadas. I would often wonder why she was adding the oil which we've already used for deep frying. But that oil has a lot of flavor in it, the flavor of the fried onions, and that adds to the gravy. So you too can try it. Thanks to Padmaya, though she is no more. You can see that the vadas are all cooked well in the masala. If it's in this consistency, you can switch off the gas. When it cools, it will thicken a little more and will be the perfect side dish for your idli or dosa. Now let's switch off the gas. I'm sure this has motivated you to cook. Do try it and give your feedback. For the recipe, click on meenman.com. For all your non-veg requirements as well, click on meenman.com and place your orders. Do follow us on FIT, that is Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. I'm sure you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed showing it to you. Thank you.